It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Warren.
Thank you.
As you begin your 88th year, this is the question I have for you. You and I both knew Dan Burke very well.
Absolutely.
I worked for him. He was my boss. You were our major shareholder at Cap Cities ABC. We used to go to those Phoenix management retreats.
Yeah.
And at one of them that you were there for, Dan Burke came up, I don't know if you remember it, and he said to the entire management of Cap Cities ABC, there's only one thing I'm truly afraid of, and that is failing as a parent for lack of trying, which stuck with me.
Yeah.
It was very powerful. As you enter your 88th year, what is the one thing Warren Buffett's afraid of? Not necessarily for Warren Buffett, but for his children, his grandchildren, for our society. What's the one thing that you genuinely fear?
I would say that if you really talk broadly, it's weapons of mass destruction. I mean, we now have individuals, we have groups, we have countries that would like to, in just a few cases maybe in countries, but like to kill as many Americans or maybe some other countries' inhabitants, and they've now got weapons that they wouldn't have dreamt of 100 years ago. I mean, for a long time, if you didn't like your neighbor and he was in the other cave, you threw a rock at him or something. But now you've got weapons that can kill millions and millions and millions of people, and you've got them in some unstable hands in certain cases. And it goes beyond that to cyber. It goes beyond that. I mean, you know, you had the fellow with the anthrax, and you know, and the mind had been twisted a little different way. He might have figured a way to distribute it far greater. We live in a dangerous world that way. It's the only real problem of humankind. I mean, we will have a more prosperous world. We'll have a more prosperous United States. We'll have healthier people. We'll have better educated people. Everything's going our direction, except that huge cloud out there. And I don't have any great answers for it. That's why it's a huge cloud.
But does that put North Korea at the top of your list?
It's got to be awfully close at the top of the list. I mean, there could be something going on I don't know anything about beyond that. But if you have a small, relatively poor country that's spending a significant part of its GDP trying to figure out how to get an ICBM that can hit the west coast of the United States, I mean, there is something going on in somebody's mind that I don't like.